Hey everybody, Neil Thompson, founder of Teach the Geek here. I work with technical professionals so they can present more effectively, especially in front of non-technical audiences. And you can learn more about that at teachthegeek.com. Again, that is teachthegeek.com. Have you ever been in the audience and seen a speaker speak, and you know for a fact that what they're saying is making sense? It's easy to follow their presentation, but their hand gestures are just too excessive. There's certainly a lot of people out there that is generally when they talk, they use a lot of hand gestures, but it could be distracting to some. So that's something you really want to take notice of. If you're going to use hand gestures in a presentation, make sure that they're for a reason, as opposed to just flailing your hands all over the place. Because when you do that, people might just start looking at all your hand gestures and miss a lot of the important information that you're giving in your presentation. And a way to really manage getting better at using hand gestures is to video yourself. You either video yourself or you do your presentation while looking at yourself in the mirror. And you notice, why am I moving my hands at this point? Does it make any sense really to move my hands at this point? Does it add to the message? That's really what you need to, that's the question you really need to ask yourself when you're giving a presentation is whatever you're doing, is this adding to the presentation in a positive way or a negative way? Another thing you could possibly do is when you give a presentation or before you give the presentation is do a dry run in front of people you trust. And then you ask them afterwards for feedback. Specifically, what did you think of my hand gestures? Were they too much? Were they just fine? Were there not enough of them? Could I have done a better job at using hand gestures to convey my message? Those are some tips I would offer when it comes to hand gestures. I know for a fact that for myself anyway, when I'm in the audience and I'm looking at a presentation and someone's just flapping their arms all over the place just because that's how they're used to talking, even when they're off the stage, I'll I'll pay so much attention to those moving arms and moving hands. This is a lot, man. You need to calm it down a bit. So just to recap, I'm a firm believer in managing your hand gestures and making sure that whatever hand gestures you use, they add to your presentation. And a way to figure out whether that's happening is one, you can video yourself so you can look back at the video and see your hand gestures because sometimes it's difficult to tell in the moment. You can practice your presentation while looking at yourself in the mirror so you can actually see your hand gestures. And then you can also do a dry run of your presentation in front of people you trust and ask them afterwards, what do you think of my hand gestures? And hopefully these are, because they're the people you trust, they'll give you their honest opinion. Hopefully that's helpful. Again, my name is Neil Thompson. I'm the founder of Teach the Geek. I work with technical professionals so they can present more effectively, especially in front of non-technical audiences. And you can learn more about that at teachthegeek.com. Again, that's teachthegeek.com. Until next time, take care and stay safe.